Well, apirantos is used there in the text in Timothy about endless genealogies. That wouldn't be exactly endless in terms of time. It's not as though the genealogies go on endlessly in time. And so apirantos would not be the right word, I think. And the point about the punishment is that it's not permanent because fire is said to burn up. It burns up the people who are put into it, and if they're burned up, they cease to exist. So there's no need to use the word apirantos, which really doesn't work so well in chronological terms. But it's quite clear that the word that is used of the lake of fire has to do with burning up and being destroyed in a single day. I mean, the text I can give you for your notes is to look at Revelation 18. You'll find that Babylon, the city, is destroyed in a single day, and it's said to be tormented. I'll be careful with that word torment. It doesn't mean tormented consciously. You don't torment a city consciously. Rather, it is burned up. So Babylon suffers the death of the lake of fire, burned up, and the smoke goes up forever. That's a vivid image of saying that the smoke, which is the result of the fire, goes on going up. You can go to Sodom and Gomorrah, where the smoke was still said to be going up year after year, even after the cities had been destroyed. So to be tormented there in terms of Babylon or Sodom and Gomorrah means to be burned up. It means to be burned so that it no longer exists, it ceases to exist. And that's what destruction in the lake of fire means. So mercifully, we can tell our audience, that no text says that God is going to torture anyone, either a city or an individual. Never, ever has God said to torture people endlessly. They're going to be annihilated because human beings are not mortal by nature. Very important to say this. Human nature is not immortal. There's no such thing as the immortal soul. That's part of the paganism that we earlier said invaded the text of the Bible. The church fathers, the early ones, were former Platonists. They believed in Plato's doctrine of the immortal soul. And so when they came to the Bible, they read that immortal soul, pagan Platonism, into the Bible and have done an enormous amount of damage. So your task is to see the Hebrew nature of the Bible.
Can you just follow up to the question? So in Matthew 25:46,
yes,
Jesus uses that Greek word aionion. So can you explain what Jesus meant here then when he said that the punishment of the wicked would be aionion?
That's verse 46. We're reading there in the Greek, and I'm using the modern Greek pronunciation because it's a living language. Ke apelevsonte uti is kolasin aionion. And they will go away, these ones will, the bad ones, into the punishment which is aionios. Eternal is the wrong translation. One of the most basic things you need to know about the New Testament that is it divides time into two periods. Aionios means to do with the future age. Eternal life is itself a mistranslation, not entirely wrong, but dangerously misleading. Eternal life, and all scholars know this to be true, means the life of the age to come, the life to do with the age. The age is so important in the Bible that they talk about it as the well-known age, the future age of the kingdom. And so there's a punishment that prevents you from entering that future age. And so the age to come has a punishment keeping the evil people out of it. The object, your end game as a Christian, is to enter that age to come to gain eternal life, better translated as the life of the future age. So that punishment referred to in the verse that you had up there is a punishment which is not going on now, but will be destroying, will be destructive of the wicked who will be prevented from entering that future age. It's the punishment pertaining to the age to come. It keeps you out of that. So it's a good question, not difficult. Once you've read enough of contemporary scholarly world, everybody knows that aionios means to do with the age to come, the kingdom age.